Hello, 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 everyone. I'm not going to be able to talk that loud. I lost my voice, which my wife was pretty happy over. But I also twisted my knee trying to figure out how. Got up yesterday morning and the knee was not right. It got worse as I walked around. So I've been pretty much incapacitated. But thank everybody for your prayers. I really appreciate that because that I know works very well. Anyway, I want to let me go here. Shut that off. Okay. Here, let me get everything settled. Okay, going, we are cooking with grease. Okay. Anyway, thank you all for coming here. First thing I want to let everybody know and pass this around, please. If you have any problems with OMail, whether you try to get an OTP and you can't, or when you're inside and you click on your OMail, it loops, never really goes to OMail, or it redirects you back to the login. Okay, those things are whatever, but we have a way for you to report it, and we're going to get that fixed. Okay, it's going to get fixed. I said that last night. I knew it would get fixed. Now there is one that I want to tell everybody that I've seen a few times. If you go to log in and it says wrong credentials and you change the password, which everybody does, it still says it. Obviously, it's not your password. So if you put in the OTP and it logs you in automatically, first thing you want to do is go to your profile and look at the OMail that you actually have. Because I'm telling you, a lot of times, what you think you have, the one you're using to log in with, is not correct. The correct one, even if you don't like it, is the one in your profile. So you might go there and see it's a different one. Take that one and log in and you'll be fine. Okay, so sorry, but that happens a lot more than you think. It's very simple, but all of us overcomplicate things. And it's happened to many, many people, so don't feel bad about it. But I would check that first. But anyway, if you go to updates in the back office, there's a video there that I made, and it tells you different circumstances with OMail. Here's what you do. And you'll get information. It'll tell you what to do. And then that information is going directly to the tech team. Okay? So we're going to work on that. We're trying to sort that out. We're moving down the track. Okay, now on to more fun things. Last night, as you know, Mr. David Switzer, who's been with all of us, we all know him, did his very first O-Connect, which was pretty darn cool. And of course, he was nervous, but he did a great job. And Chris, even though I said he shouldn't do it, but he did, and that's okay because it worked out great, asked Ash to come on to surprise Dave. And Ash did come on and really surprised him, surprised everybody. And Dave will never forget. It was really a cool thing. And then we had some problems. There was a lot of people coming on and a little bit of chaos. So Mr. McFarland set up a new webinar. And we all got on and we did that till 5 a.m. Because my knee was hurting so bad, I couldn't even concentrate towards the end. So I got off when they said they were shutting down, but I guess they went another half hour. But anyway, it was a great time. I enjoyed it. Wish I could have enjoyed it better. But I went to the updates and the stuff I heard was mind-blowing, to say the least. So let me go over, I know Red did an update. I'm going to hammer some stuff home too. As I said, we talked about David Switzer and how Ash came on. No other CEO on the planet would do that. We know this. There's no way that would ever happen. And that was unbelievable and heartwarming to everyone. We're going to go down the list now. Ash talked about a lot of things. One thing he mentioned is we are now over 2.2 million users in ONPASSIVE. And we haven't even shifted gears. We're just rolling down the track. We haven't given any gas yet. That's amazing. It's fantastic. I'm not surprised, and with all that's going on with the market and all that, I mean, I can't. I just believe it's going to be more than we can imagine. I really do. In regards to the supercars, you know, the supercar Majlis, it's called, I believe, in Dubai, what we saw with the big fancy sports cars, like the top of the world sports cars, some of them were $1 million or even more. Dream cars for some people. That was only a part of what this is all about. So Ash wanted to emphasize that. That's just a part of what's really going on. There's going to be a lot more details, a lot more stuff going on. He did mention, which we all have to see this by now, a blind man can see it, is Mr. Mohammed Nazal is a spaceman when it comes to marketing. I mean, he's doing and thinking of stuff that nobody does. And that fits really well with ONPASSIVE, because ONPASSIVE is like no other company in the world. In fact, you can't call it a company. It's a movement. It's a shift in the world, okay? And what he's doing in the background is just out of this world. He's got ideas. He leaves everybody speechless, as I said. It's a much bigger picture than we already saw. Like whatever we're seeing, it's little chips of the top of the iceberg. It's a cup full of ice compared to the iceberg. That's what we see. And that to me just lets us know how fortunate we really are. He said, since ONPASSIVE started back in 2018, a lot of technology has changed and habits. Here's one, for example. Now, I saw this when I was checking the trimmed URLs. They found out that, like, compared to back then to now, 74% of the users using things like the ONPASSIVE back office, all of the products, 74% are doing everything on their phone. No joke. And I always thought, man, how are you going to do that? How can you do that? Well, look at Red. Red built his whole everything on his phone. I use my phone, but I can't imagine doing all this stuff. But I do more and more and more and more. But 74%. So the company, thank God, not surprising, looked at the trend and looked where people are going and look at where they are and said, look, we have to start shifting using smart and mobile phones to access the internet. Therefore, ONPASSIVE changed their priorities to make mobile apps for OConnect and even OES, and many products to come will have an app to make it easy for everybody to use via their smartphone. It's just staying ahead of the game. And the beauty of ONPASSIVE is not only are they staying ahead of the game, they're inventing the game, okay? They're in control of the game. And that's a big deal. That's a really, really big deal. Okay, let me move on. We have okay, when the apps come out, even if you see it in the App Store, do not download an app from the App Store. What Ash wants us to do is he wants us to, when the apps are ready, we'll know, they'll be in the back office, and you can download them from the back office. And that's very important. I know everybody wants to jump the gun, but in that case, please don't. Don't jump the gun. When we see it and it's available for us, that is the best and the safest time to do anything. Don't just jump into the store and download it yourself. We can download it in the back office, and that way they're sure that we don't get hacked or spam or lookalike app or something crazy like that. So let's go by what the captain of this massive ship wants us to do. It's pretty simple. Stay tuned. We'll guide you through this process. Okay. In regards to some people having difficulty using OConnect due to the slow internet, ONPASSIVE understands this, and AI will be able to ping your device. And connections will drop. Resolutions might drop, but you'll still be connected and even better than you are now at this current time. Let me try to explain that in layman's terms. ONPASSIVE's technology, when it does a ping, I want you to picture that the hand of ONPASSIVE is reaching out and grabbing the hand of your internet or your computer to try to help you, pull you to meet you halfway. In other words, there's not that space in between where you get that you're kicked out or something's not working quite right. It won't make what you have better, but it will make what's being done, what you see, better. And that's fantastic. That's fantastic. It's like it's doing a hard connect more so than the space in between. I hope I'm explaining that a little better than I hope you understand a little better from what I'm saying. So it's actually the ping actually reaches out and grabs you and meets you halfway. As of right now, OConnect and other webinars provide about 320 megapixels. That's on a screen. Megapixels are the little squares. You can't even see them unless you really blow it up. 320 megapixels of resolution. Most devices of now are about 1K. The new paid version of OConnect will be up to 4K. Okay, that's fantastic. You start taking the resolution and you're quadrupling and 25 times better, I believe is what he came up with. That means boom, man, right there. You start seeing all the definition, and it's unbelievable. And he said the next, with new hardware, we'll be able to get up to 8K. And then later on, they're working on something else that even better than that. I mean, pretty soon you're going to be able to go to a webinar and I'm going to reach out and shake your hand on the screen, I guess. I don't know. Or sneeze and I hand you a tissue, I don't know. But the technology, because ONPASSIVE wants to harness the technology and actually create the technology, we're going to be so far ahead of the game, and that is a beautiful thing. And anytime, because we're surrounded by the best of the best and a culture of, if it's there, it can be done. If we need it, we'll get it. Not how much is it going to cost? How good can we make it? Crazy good for all of us. ONPASSIVE in any product logos, you can use the logo. Okay, you see this one? The problem is when people get the logo or the name and try to represent that they are working for the company or they're actually representing the company. I wear this in pride that I've joined this company because all my life I've been looking for ONPASSIVE. I want people to know what I'm doing, what I'm involved with. I don't own it. I don't run it. I'm not a spokesman for it. I'm a cheerleader for people that in a team that we're all working together. That's all I am. I'm a guide and I try to inspire. But you can do the t-shirts, the card wraps, as long as you not imply that you are a representative of the company or someone official that speaks about the company, then you're okay. But remember, all their logos are being registered with a trademark, and it's copyright violation to use them as a spokesperson of the company. I am a co-founder of ONPASSIVE, and this is what we're going to do, and this is how things. That's not good. I mean, I wouldn't do that anyway, but I mean, nobody. So, I mean, doing it to brag about what you're involved in, what you're part of, that's okay. The ONPASSIVE products will have a user agreement for everyone to sign before they can use it. Now, look, I want to get something clear for everybody. Any customer that comes in, just came in a week ago, came in 6 months ago, any customer that came in after the 22nd or 23rd of June of last year can all go up to the top. They can all click that become affiliate, and they can all sign the NDA. Read it and sign it. And now they have an agreement with the company not to do stupid stuff and give trade secrets or find out some information and give it to anybody outside of ONPASSIVE. That's what that means. And a reseller has the same benefit as we do. The only thing we have is we were fortunate enough to have the site, the heart site, to say, yes, I want this. And it's a good thing. There'll be other things that come along that'll probably be a little more beneficial for the founders. And resellers are eligible to sell any product within the ecosystem, obviously. And all they have to do is sign the NDA and become an affiliate. That's what I just said. They are good to go in selling any of the products. For some products, you will be able to sell them even if you don't buy them. Okay, I know in the past it's if you want to make a commission, you have to own it. There'll be a couple that you don't, like the KYC, Verify. We're not going to own that. I'm not going to own it. What am I going to do with it? But if somebody comes up or you meet someone and they have a company and they want to use Verify, the company will pay you a commission. That's pretty cool. Not pretty cool. That's mind-blowing. You will not be able to buy it, but you can sell it. Pretty cool. A question was asked by Peter in regards to how to become a global leader. I'm not going to get into this a lot because it's kind of early. And global leaders, I mean, listen, for one is an important part of it. Originally, I know people heard if you have this many people here and this many people there, and this many, that company's gone. That concept is gone. Yes, the main thing is you got to be liked. If you're just a leader, you're a dictator, and ONPASSIVE doesn't want that. If you're liked by people, people want to listen to you, people follow you. A leader is someone when the people think you're a leader. It's not you deeming yourself a leader. I'm funny doesn't make you a comedian. Being funny makes you a comedian. So if you're a leader, people you'll know because people will be following you, and you can guide people, and the company will vote inside the company, management, and people outside the company. I think that's a great idea. Everyone should have a say who the global leader is, or at least a voice. Leaders that like to help others do it from the heart. Very simple. What you have to be is the poster child for ONPASSIVE. You have to have the core values of ONPASSIVE. It's that simple. It's not about how many people you have. To be eligible is not about how many people you have. Okay, it's not all about sales volume. Global leader will be voted by the company, but I'm going to get through that. And there's a lot of perks to being a global leader, no doubt about it. I did not do anything I've done up to this point thinking, "Ooh, I'm going to be a global leader." Not at all. Not at all. It's been taught. I've heard about it, but the most I thought about is because it was brought up yesterday. Red asked about music. Will ONPASSIVE be involved in music? And he answered in about 1/10 of a second. Yes. Just remember best moment event. We will be global. No doubt about it. Milo brought it up one time about singers and people, songwriters and all that. Well, we have something where, did you notice a lot of if you went on Zoom or any one of those and you had 2 or 3 people sing, it'd be horrible because it can't differentiate between voices. But the technology is there, and it sounds like eventually we're going to have that. But let's not get the cart before the horse. Robin Noble asked, will we be able to advertise other business? Absolutely. Absolutely, when it's time. This company is set up to do that. Not everybody, in fact, a very small percentage of people in comparison to the size of the company are going to be promoting ONPASSIVE. I will be. Mike and Dan will be. But most of the people coming in will be buyers, customers, and some will be people that have a business that they want to share. And what better place to share than on the platform with maybe 1 billion people one day? So boom, baba, boom. So yes. Now, I don't mean you could come in and have some crazy business that's not legit. No, no way. That won't happen. So someone asked if ONPASSIVE will have something similar to QVC. He said yes to that too. Idea will be revealed when we get to that point. That's another one. You don't want to get the cart before the horse. We got a lot of stuff to do. The new paid version of OConnect will be much better than what we see right now. Fantastic. So get ready to see a lot of great features like live and rewind in case you came in the meeting late. Oh, that is mind-blowing. What that means is you get to a webinar, right? Like I go to webinars and let's say I'm late. And people start asking you questions. You're like, man, what happened? Who said what? You can rewind it while it's on. Is that cool? Or you came in and don't tell anybody, but you bypass somebody you don't want to hear and you get to somebody you want to hear. It's fantastic. It's a great thing. Absolutely. I thought that was crazy cool. And you can rewind or fast forward and replay a word or you missed. This is never seen before on any webinar platform. Absolutely. Red asked about push notification. That means if you're not logged in, you're not there, you get an email and you get something, bing, Marty, you received an email. Pretty cool stuff. And that's coming. Transcript of the webinar. Let me explain this. This is really, really good. This is going to fire Peter, Daryl Cook, Janet, Dan Street. This is in a good way. What this means is, let's say you have a 2-hour webinar and you want an update. You want to do a recap, right? So you can set up a time. I want to do a recap for a 2-hour meeting. I want to do a recap for 10 minutes. And it will go through and recap everything for you. What? That's unheard of. You ever do a memo on something and you got to take all the notes you're trying to remember? You can take that and boom, present it. This is what we talked about last night. This is what I heard on the web. Oh, it's cool stuff. Mind blowing. Tracker will have 3 different levels to choose based on your needs. That's fantastic. Tracker will be people that understand Tracker and use Tracker. It's going to be mind blowing because it's going to have things that no one has, and we're going to see all this. All this is rolling like as we speak. You feel that rumbling and all. That's ONPASSIVE giving birth to all these baby products that it's been developing, and we know by now that they can do more than one. They can chew gum and walk at the same time. Okay, they're juggling many things at the same time. Many. So anyway, let me see. Let me see if I'm still here. 326 people at nighttime. I'm sorry I'm late, but this morning I couldn't talk at all. And I could barely walk out here. So, Chris, thank you for the super sticker. I didn't see that. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't see it. But thank you, Chris. You didn't have to do that, man. I appreciate that. Let me see something. Doesn't matter. Trying to think of what I. Anyway, no big deal. There's a way to. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. Oh, I missed it. Oh, Tina, thank you for the super sticker. John Butakis, thank you, sir. And Chris, I don't know what the frick he's doing. He sent me 2 super stickers. Thank you, Chris. You don't have to do that, man. Francis Tay, thank you for the super sticker. I'm sorry. I didn't see it. I was looking at another page. But thank you. Thank you, everybody. What else do we have? Oh, you know, I looked at last night. I was, as I was really looking at all the stuff and really soaking in what's really going on, I realized last night was a night to remember. We were all reminded we're part of a life-changing movement. And I give my utmost gratitude to my brother and our CEO for taking us on this dream voyage that is so big that we're going to be blessed and we're going to be able to bless others. That to me, if you could really wrap your head around that. Never been in a company where I could even pretend to bless my family, even pretend. But I'm still glad that I took that journey, the crappy journey, because if I didn't, at the beginning of March of 2019, I wouldn't have saw this. I would have given up. Thank God I didn't give it up, because even for all that bad, I learned a lot. I learned about a lot about people. And I learned that my hobby is people. I love people. I don't love some of the stuff we do, but I also know that we're built to make mistakes. And I think I don't look at people's mistakes. I look at how they react to them. Look, I make a mistake. I love the person that can say, I was wrong. I'm sorry. That's powerful. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. That's powerful. But we all talk. Robert Takusi, thank you, sir, for the super sticker on it. What a great guy Robert is. All of you are. I would have never met you guys. I would have never met Bob. I wouldn't have met Chris. If it wasn't for ONPASSIVE. The freak would I be doing? I'd probably be dead. Because in life, you need a reason why. Look, I have big whys, okay? But this type of why, where business and you feel like you're doing something, this is the best thing I've ever done. And trust me, I've worked with other people on patents for things. And I'm not bragging, I was one of the top at what I did in the entire world. We made things that no one could do. And that's why we sold technology around the world. They sent my big butt to all these different places, Russia, Taiwan, and UK, and where else was I at? France. I was in, it doesn't matter, but everywhere. But it was because of what I learned. But all that traveling made it perfect for me to be where I am and what I'm doing right now. Because I'll tell you what, the color of your skin, how tall you are, how fat you are, how skinny you are, you might be ugly. But inside, we're a family. We're twins. We are a family. And And once in a while you have that bad apple, but we all do. And the potential of man and woman is mind-blowing to me. Seeing people in the last 4 years go from not saying anything to hiding to coming out, talking, and being them, being their best self. Melanie Marcano, thank you for the super sticker. Marcano, I think that's right. Marcano, yeah. Sorry if I said that wrong. Sorry, you guys can barely hear me. Probably I can't talk. But no, that part to me is a big deal. Gary Lang, thank you, sir, for the super sticker. I appreciate all of you. Look, I do this because I love it. I was starting to get the shakes because I didn't do my live. Crazy, isn't it? But I want to let you know, I mean, I'm always here for everybody if I can. I know people say, oh, he doesn't answer his instant message. He doesn't. I do the best I can. And you're better if you need something, send an email. Because with an email, I can keep track. Because if the email's not there, I took care of it. I hardly ever delete an email. I get it, I answer it, or I move it on to get it done or help. I just want to let you know that. So, but anyway, let's keep doing what we're doing. I want to thank Ash from the bottom of my heart. He gave us a gift we don't know yet. Chris Tozen, what a great guy. Like these guys. I met these guys in the last 4 days, 5 days. I heard their names. Of course, I hear their names. I see them around. I'm going, oh, that's pretty cool. Assertive Sampo, thank you for the super sticker. But anyway, that's my what keeps me charged up is working with the people and all that. I want to give a shout out to Papua New Guinea. I sent you a video, and the video is because I care. If you don't know that, you do know it. And I know things go wrong and things happen, and I have never walked in your shoes. There, but the grace of God, go it could have happened. Thank you, babyface grandma. But I am my brother's keeper, and when I see something, I'm worried about something, I'm going to say it. I don't care who it is. That's who I am. I don't care if it's the President of the United States, if he was there and I thought something that was not right or hurting somebody, I would say something. Sorry, but that's who I am. But together, Eugene Lucas, thank you for the super sticker. But I think we're all that way. I think all of us are here to help each other. But I want to tell you, tonight when you go to bed, for those that believe there's something more, and this wasn't an accident. Two rocks didn't collide together and make this unbelievable universe. Thank God tonight. Because one of the tools of God is working very, very hard. His name's Amplify. And I take all the tools around him and all the people to do something this big. And Ash tried to explain how he looks at it from a really wide angled lens. Gayling, I'm a girl, no worries, love you. Okay. I don't think I even thought whether you were a girl or Gayling. That sounds like a girl's name. I think Chris thought you were a guy, right? Well, let's remember who it is, okay? But anyway, he tried to explain how he looks at things from a wide-angled lens. But remember, he has to. His vision, it's pinpointed, but it's enormous. And every part of that journey that he has is unfolding because he's doing the right thing, I believe things are laid in his path, even though his path is painful. He gets beat up by everyone. He still stays focused, and doors are open because he never gave up. And because of that, we're going to benefit from it. I believe that. So tonight, thank God, we are very fortunate for us, our children, our grandchildren, our relatives, whatever. And for people that we're going to bless that we haven't even met yet. The person right now laying on their back on a cot or a makeshift bed on the floor in some hut, looking up with tears in their eyes, God, are you going to help me? And he's going to whisper in their ear, ONPASSIVE's coming. So that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Anyway, 300 people. Ooh, I got to get off before I start preaching. But anyway, thanks everybody for your prayers. Keep praying. The old knee here feels pretty good right now, but I haven't walked in 2 or 3 hours either. Haven't even attempted it. And I still got to get in my room. Anyway, love you all. I'm not kidding. Thank you everybody that gave me super stickers. You do not have to do that. I mean that. I would be doing this no matter what. Anyway, don't forget there's a video on the update section that will help you out if you got an oatmeal problem. Anyway, love you all. Don't forget, when you're praying to God and thanking Him for what we'll have and what's coming, say a prayer for Mr. McBar and his team, because he runs on empty. He runs on fumes for us. And he's doing what he's here for. That's why he has drive. His why is ONPASSIVE. My why is to be a guide in ONPASSIVE. How's that? Anyway, I'll see you all, and God bless. I mean that. Bye.